This Saturday is Independent Bookstore Day, and a lot of local stores are doing special events and promotions to celebrate. So here to share their guide of bookstores, we have Megan Killis. Megan, thanks for being back today.
Of course.
Always good to see you.
Always good to see you too.
Okay, so for those who don't know, what is Independent Bookstore Day?
It's really just a day to celebrate local bookstores, get people in, to their community bookstores to give back and get, all the great things that they do in their local communities. And we have a ton of great ones here in Jacksonville.
Yeah. We do have quite a few of them. Yeah.
We have a local guide that shows you all the great local bookstores that we have here. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so what are some of these local places?
Okay, so Shamlin's Book Mine. Have you ever been there?
Oh, that place is so great. So they have two of them, right?
Yeah,
they have the one downtown,
yeah.
and that one is great because it also has CDs. So if you have an old Jeep like I do, you can go buy CDs.
I mean, you could spend like the whole day there.
Yeah,
so it's one of the largest used bookstores like in Florida, but that's a great place to go. Happy Medium Bookstore, that's owned by a former librarian and teacher, and it's just a cool spot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great ones. The Literary Lounge is a cool one. Cafe Resistance.
Oh, right on.
All of these are doing great community events this Saturday. So some of them you can find a golden ticket for 12 free books on Libro FM, like audiobooks.
Yeah.
Some of them have local author signings.
Okay.
So you can find all that on their social media and find them in our guide.
Okay, so let's talk about something real quick. Are you a reader?
I am. I've actually really just gotten back into reading myself. I feel like I kind of lost it in motherhood. Like I was reading to my kids all the time, but I wasn't reading for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So now I've really gotten back into it through audiobooks, actually.
Nice. Very cool.
Because I spend so much time in the car.
So what's your favorite type of book?
I'm actually all over the place. I started using this app, Fable, which is a lot of fun.
Okay.
If you're on Fable, you can come follow me. But it's a great way to like track your reading and do goals. It's like a social media app for reading.
I like that. That's
literary fiction, thrillers, mysteries. I like a little bit of everything.
I used to read a lot when I was a kid, but then I got into music and then it just fell off.
Yeah.
Right? Then it was all about guitar and stuff like that. And so like now I'm kind of getting back into it with reading to Gwen and things like that, and it's pretty cool. So like, kind of, now I catch myself reading a little bit more here and there too. So it's kind of neat. All right. So how fun is it for the kids to go out to explore the world of books, right? When we're currently living in the world of tablets.
Well, that's a great way to get them into reading. And tablets don't have to be all bad because there's apps and things you can read on a tablet, so you don't have to take them completely away from them, but taking them to these local bookstores so they can find things that interest them and let them read what they want to read. Graphic novels are fine, comic books are fine, reading is reading. So there's something that will interest them.
Okay, so do you have any other tips that will try to encourage reading time for kids?
I mean, I think just starting when they're little. I am the daughter of an English teacher, so my mom instilled a love of reading in me at an early age. She always read with like different voices and made it sort of interesting and fun.
Yeah.
And so I always did that with my kids, and there's audiobooks like that. So even with my son, he's like, I hate reading, but I've gotten him into audiobooks. So he's followed, like he'll even follow along in the book, but also listen to it.
Right on, okay.
And that's helped him get into it, because there's some audiobooks that have like movie type sounds, like a creaking door and that kind of gets him more into it. So just finding things that interest them.
That's like they used to do that kind of like that in the old days, right?
Yeah.
Like that World of Worlds was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Where you have like all these different noises and stuff to try to
and they have like different actors doing the different voices instead of just one person. So I think finding what interests them. Yeah.
I totally do that with Gwen. Like I put on every dialect and accent that I could try to find and change up with everything. Everything is always I try to do all the characters, right? And so like she's so funny. She like ends up like wiggling around and giggling and stuff. It's pretty great. Okay, so tell us where we can go to learn some more information.
So you can go to JacksonvilleMom.com. We have our independent bookstore list there, and then check out all of these bookstores' social media because they're doing fun things this Saturday.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Megan. As always, it is a gem to have you here. Hey, have you been to Whiskey